walking into Walmart, I'm sure we are all familiar with the Salvation Army man standing there. Ding, 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 ding. And I'm just imagining what it would be like if he just starts like calling people out. Like you guys are customers walking in and I'll just be a Salvation Army guy. Ding, 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 ding,
I got my eggnog. I'm so excited to get home. Walking back to
people
my car.
don't donate. Say what?
Huh?
Stupid people don't donate. What? What?
What?
Did you say?
Oh no, we're getting our eggnog. We're having a big Christmas bash. It's pretty exclusive.
We're gonna watch It's Wonderful Life. Very excited.
Yeah, but it's not a wonderful life for everybody, and every donation helps. So if you know what's up, just throw it in the cup. Come on, there's starving people out there. You are changing lives with your literal pennies and quarters.
It's the people or a Christmas bash.
I don't have any change.
Well, you really could make a change if you just. I'm not looking for pennies. If you have bills,
Do you accept Apple
$1, $5, Andrew Jackson's.
Do you take Venmo?
We take Cash App.
I don't have cash out.
What about Zelle?
They are talking about it at the monthly or the morning overview meetings.
I can write I owe you on it.
Okay. Well, I would actually appreciate that, and you could really start changing lives. But the fact that you guys were trying to avoid eye contact with me.
Well, this guy doesn't even return his cart, and that's like the litmus test. So, like, I return my cart.
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw him here before at this Walmart, and I watched him not return his cart.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
And it lit a fire within my soul.
I wasn't going to say anything. I saw him at the Walmart. I saw him pilfering from the Salvation Army donation cup. He's just got sticky fingers.
Is that why you want donations so much?
Check his pockets.
Yeah.
Whoa! Wow! This guy doesn't even work for the Salvation Army.
I bet that's a fake beard too.
Yeah, that would not be a comfortable situation at all. But regardless, we are back here with the Good Chill Hunting podcast. How do you like them apples? Riley, what have you been watching this week?
So this week I watched 3 movies. The first movie, we do a monthly challenge for each of us, and Josiah picked this month 80s films. So I was having a hard time to decide, but I landed on Jackie Chan's Police Story, 1985. Have you guys ever heard of Police Story?
Is it is it in English or was it like subtitles?
Or,
I think Mandarin.
Chinese.
Yes. Exactly.
No, I had not heard of it.
I've never even heard of it.
Well, I remember I forget what it's called. Subconsciously, I was watching a like top 10 like stunt work video on YouTube, and I remember Police Story was talked about. So I think that kind of planted the idea in my head to watch it.
Watch Mojo video?
No, Cinephiles. Is that what it's called? The YouTube channel. Yeah. So Jackie Chan directed this, and you guys know Jackie Chan.
I didn't know he was a director.
Yeah, he directed Police Story and Police Story 2. I don't know what else he's directed, but this Police Story, the action, the stunt work is really like what you come to expect from Jackie Chan. It's really funny. During one scene, he does this stunt. It's so good. It's kind of like a when you're watching sports, they replay a play. Because like a guy had a great catch, so they replayed the scene. In this movie, they replayed like a stunt 3 times because it was just so good.
Like replayed it one right after the other, or
is it the one where he's like falling through canopies? I feel like I've seen something like that. It's in a mall.
He's like 5 stories up, and he's like a fire escape all the way down to the bottom. He like breaks through some glass, and he does it, and then from a different angle, they replay it. From a different angle, and then replay it. It's just the same.
Jackie Chan's like, I will not be doing that again.
It's funny because he directed the movie, so he's like, we are getting some mileage out of this. That's my call.
This is my best angle, but this is also my best angle.
Wait, I like this angle too.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really funny. This movie is also really silly and kind of funny.
This movie might be a little silly.
I mean, might not play by the rules.
It might be
I like the story. It's about like they're trying to uncover this drug bust, and there's like 3, and then they have to get the suspect to the court, so he like protects her. But throughout this movie, it's just there's like certain segments of the movie that's just really silly. Like one time he's like answering a bunch of police calls because he's at the station by himself, and like someone's like lost a cow, someone's been like mugged, and he's just like trying to handle all the.
I'm imagining
phone calls.
like yakety sax playing in the background.
Yeah,
He's just running around,
chasing after the cow.
carrying a chicken or something.
That's what it kind of felt like. So I really enjoyed that part of it. But I gave it 4 stars. It was a lot of fun.
I would probably like it. I think so.
I call it yakety sax.
Yeah.
Yakety yak. Is that right?
No,
It is yakety sax.
you're thinking of yickety yak. Don't talk. About
Okay, no, I was making sure I was said the right thing.
Is that
But
from Fallout?
sounds like fun.
Then I watched the 2024 release. I'm sure a lot of people over Thanksgiving, Black Friday weekend are going to see this movie, and that is the Broadway turned into a movie, Wicked, the Broadway play. And, yes, and it's really good. I liked all the songs. I didn't have high expectations going in, but the people I'm seeing with, they love Wicked.
Did they hold space for Defying Gravity?
Yeah, I think everyone took a pause. Like they're snacking, and I just heard the whole theater just pause. Okay, we're back to snacking now.
Awkward. Everyone pauses except for Noah. That's when Noah's like trying to open his bag. He just candy spills everywhere.
Yeah, you see like Skittles going everywhere.
That's really funny. Let me tell you though, the songs are really good, and the singers they got, like Ariana Grande, I think will be nominated and could possibly win for Best Supporting Actress. She's that good. Cynthia Erivo is a really good singer. She's really good as Ethelbob. I said that wrong.
Elphaba?
Nope, I forget.
Hufflepuff.
I can't pronounce things, so forgive me. But
You think we would like it?
I think you guys would like it. I don't think you guys would like it as much as other people, but I think you would have a good time.
I have zero interest.
I think I would enjoy it, but you said it's like 240 or
It's
something?
240.
That's long.
If you like a Wizard of Oz, I think you like this movie.
And I have famously not seen The Wizard of Oz.
I don't think I have seen it fully, but I know the story.
And then I almost bought
But
it on
it's
Blu-ray once, and Noah shunned me for it.
It's
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if I forget. I don't know how people explain it, but it's a good story. I think it's a lot of fun. It's good acting, good singing, good songs. If you like musicals, I think you'll like this. So give it a shot. I gave it 4 stars.
Nice.
Then I watched the 2023 Holdovers. I'll do this quickly, but I gave it 4.5. It gave me Good Will Hunting vibes, which that's my favorite movie of all time.
I mean, it's like New England.
Yeah.
It's like a period,
troubled
period
student
piece.
Yeah,
like
human
a
connection with a teacher and a student. So very Good Will Hunting vibes. It's set in Christmas time. Definitely gonna put it in my Christmas rotation. I think you guys would really like this movie.
Who's the actress?
Divine Joy Randolph. She's really good.
She earned because she got an Oscar.
Yeah, she's really good. I also think Paul Giamatti. Like if Cillian Murphy wasn't in the race last year, he would definitely won. He's really good in this movie. I think it's also the Boys. I don't know his name, but I think that's his first movie. Like they found him, and he does a good job. I think you guys would really enjoy it. Put it on your Christmas rotations because it's really good.
Is it a Christmas movie?
I think it's more set during Christmas, but I still think those still hold weight during Christmas time. It could put you in the feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I decided to watch it. I gave that 4.5.
Yeah, I'm sure I would like it. I watched 2 movies this week. Noah and I both watched the movie that Riley picked for us to watch at the end of last week because he won trivia. So that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So
or Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for our friends across the sea.
Across the pond. So we'll get to that in a second. But the other movie I watched was 1989, Rob Reiner's When Harry Met Sally.
Good movie.
I gave it 4.5 stars, and honestly, it might be. It's definitely a movie that would become a 5-star movie on a rewatch. I think I just have to I'll let it be a 4.5 star for now, but I could see it going up. It's I don't know. You gave it 5 stars. I had a friend back when I was in the Air Force. He texted me out of nowhere one day. He was just like, When Harry Met Sally is like the perfect movie. It was like, it's 90 minutes long. It's just feel good.
Does it have any good action sequences?
The part where
Harry fights Sally.
Go ahead.
I think there's so much to like. They intertwine real relationship stories with people.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that part too.
I thought those were acting as well. They look, they're just like
They were so
interviews.
believable that they were.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
could
way,
be.
it's kind of this fun homage to relationships and stuff. I know the acting is really good. The dialogue is like really good, and the characters, you just really care about them. There are some really funny moments.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I'm only familiar with the diner scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And isn't that a line like something about because like the sex gets in the way or something?
Men and women
like-
can't be friends.
Yeah, that's like kind of the whole plot. Not really, but that's the whole driving force of the plot is that they're friends who they're able to be friends because they're not sleeping with each other. And then stuff happens, and you have to see, will the relationship survive?
Chaos ensues.
So I don't know. I've said it before that I sometimes have a harder time, and this is 89, so it's not like this is a really old movie, but sometimes I have a harder time believing that I'll be able to enjoy a movie from decades ago as opposed to more recent movies.
Mm-hmm.
But good movies that just like have stood the test of time, have done so because they are timeless. And so a movie like this doesn't feel like it was made 35 years ago. That's not. Yeah, 30. Holy wow. Time flies when you're watching movies. So anyway, great movie, 4.5 stars. Yeah, and then you only watched one movie this week, so
Yeah,
we're
so
hopping
we
right into
both
that.
watched Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone because Riley chose that for winning season 2 of Good Chill Hunting Trivia. I gave it.
What drove you to pick that movie?
I picked that movie because growing up, I've always watched Harry Potter, and you too.
You don't talk about it that much.
I don't talk about it much, but I do really enjoy the series. I rewatched it. Well, I think in 2020 when I had back surgery. I remember I really enjoyed my rewatch, and I know you two never seen the series.
Don't know
growing
a
up.
thing about it.
Grew up in one of those households.
So I've
where
always been curious to see what you two's takes on the series would be. So I thought might as well make you guys watch the first
might as
one.
well use my power for
Yeah.
selfish reasons.
Use my power for good. I gave it 3 stars. Josiah gave it 3.5.
I mean, obviously, you go into this knowing that it is the first of 8 movies.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like I know that nothing super grand or huge is going to take place. It's all setting up, helping us know the characters, especially when they're just kids and stuff. So I think I managed expectations a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know in that regard. Like, I didn't have super huge expectations. There was just certain things that I personally feel like the main trio as young, probably 13 or 14-year-old in this movie, I didn't
Probably
think
younger than that.
Younger than that.
okay. I think their acting was like not that good.
When I make my move, I forget what he says.
You're free to check the king. I disagree. I mean, I think
What was that line?
when they're like when he's
when he's playing chess,
Yeah.
when Ron about to sacrifice himself,
Ron,
which is a
no.
hilarious scene.
Yeah.
It's like, Ron, get off the knight, Ron. Ron, the queen's coming for you, Ron. I disagree. I thought the acting was, for kids especially, I thought it was pretty good.
To me, it was like the Christopher Columbus, not the great explorer, but the director is telling them, okay, and you in this part, you have to act surprised. And so Daniel Radcliffe is just like Ron. Like, it was just like it's a surprise. No, I'm not like expecting
I
great
think
things. It just took me out of it a
That's
little
part
bit.
of
Noah
the
hates kid actors.
I think that's part of managing
Jacob
expectations.
Tremblay is he was a really good kid actor.
I also think if you decide to continue the series, you see how they grow as actors
that's
too.
the thing. I'm not holding against them. Like, clearly they mature.
But you are holding it against it because that lowers the score.
I'm not holding it against them personally. I know they grow as actors over time, but as introductory films for probably all 3 of them, like, I just didn't care for it. And I don't, and this is just kind of a strike against the series as at large, but I don't care for the school it's like a trope within fiction of just like a school setting, like a magical school or like a boarding school camp. I just don't care for those settings as much. I don't know why, but I think as the series goes on, it sort of branches out maybe a little bit.
You have to watch to see.
My understanding. So maybe I would like them more. Plus, if it has maybe better performances, I don't know. But if I don't know.
I mean, I hear you, and those are all valid points. I don't agree with them personally. I for me, my score brought down a 3.5. So for me, a 3.5 is like, that's a good movie. Just nothing over the top crazy. And like I said, that's, I think because it's the first movie, just a lot of setup that just made it not go higher. And the fact that it's like 2.5 hours, and that's every movie in the series. Movie. So yeah, but I think the characters are all really interesting, and like I'm excited to watch them grow, like see not just the main three, but the other characters as well. I'm excited to be on the inside of jokes now that people talk about Harry Potter stuff, and I'll be like,
I know what they're saying.
I know what they're saying.
They're I feel like on movie score playlists, I've heard the what's the
Hedwig theme?
The choosing the hat. What did they
the Hedwig?
That's the bird.
No, that's like the main theme.
Yeah.
No,
Who's in their house.
Yeah, it's like a whole ceremony.
The
Sorting Hat. That's a song, the name of a song, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard that, but I feel like I've seen that before. And I thought the music during that scene was really good.
Don't say Slytherin. Don't say Slytherin.
Ravenclaw didn't get any screen time.
I don't understand the significance of points. I don't know if that comes.
Very
does
arbitrary.
that come up? Because they make it they make a big deal. That's minus 5
Yeah,
points for
Slytherin
Gryffindor.
really got duped.
I was reading like some reviews on Letterboxd, and someone was like, "The Hogwarts is being burned down," and Dumbledore's like, 500 points to Gryffindor. He just really loves Gryffindor.
I don't know if points will have a bigger role in the future movies, but I think it's kind of silly. Like
points is like in school when you got a pizza party. That's kind of like what points are at Hogwarts.
It's just like,
I wonder if that's
I thought it was kind of dumb, but
I'm sure there's so many elements that like from the books to the movies.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has a more complete presence in the books, and then when you put it into the film,
You didn't like it when he gave Gryffindor the points, and then the banners changed to Gryffindor, and they're all like smiling at each other, like.
And Slytherin's like,
what? Dumbledore, can we talk? You just
then was it little Neville, whatever, just like.
I thought it was a little,
10
a little slimy of Dumbledore to announce the standings. Then he's like, but 160 points for Gryffindor because I said so. Slytherin's just like, what? Yo.
Yeah, so I think I could be more nitpicky about it, but it's like the fan base is there. The movies have established themselves. Either I'm on board or I'm not. So it's like, you know what? I'll get on board.
Are you going to watch the rest of the movies before the end of the year?
Probably not. I joked in my Letterboxd review that I'd watch. I mean, I want to watch all of them. Mm-hmm. December's a busy month for our movie watching, so probably not by the end of the year. But
I mean, I guess I'd be interested in watching the rest just because I want to see if it goes up from here for me. Mm-hmm. But
I can't imagine how it couldn't.
7 more movies that are each 2.5 hours long. It just seems like it's a commitment.
There's a lot of good actors in the series too. So
do you know off the top of your head like which of the 8
is my favorite?
Sure, is like the highest rated or like the most well regarded.
The last one, right?
I think a lot of people love the third one,
which is
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
That has Gary Oldman. So
nice,
Jerry Goldman.
I think some people like certain books more than movies, and vice versa. There's really interesting characters in all of them, I think, that get introduced, and I'm excited to see what you guys think on this journey.
I like Hagrid.
I liked Hagrid too.
The whole movie's like,
I shouldn't have said
that. I was thinking in the very beginning with his uncle and uncle and cousin, like they were being really mean to him.
Of course.
Riley's like, now you're getting it.
Yeah. Like it was just I was like, why are they being so mean to him?
Just cute. Just wait. Just
Oh no!
You kind of look like the dad.
Okay.
Rosy cheeks, mustache.
You know why I love Sunday? No post on Sunday.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe after talking about it, I am a little more interested in watching the rest.
And now we're on season 3.
Season 3.
Good Chill Hunting Trivia starts today.
So
stay
excited.
tuned. All right. I think we're just on to the next bit, which is another round of Concur, Not Concur.
Let's go.
This is how
Everyone's
we do
favorite
it.
on TikTok because we still get likes.
We're trying to build our platform, so we got to do more concur, not concur.
Yeah.
All right. So we got
got
6. I just got 6 Concur, Not Concur prompts. See if we can stir the pot here a little bit.
Fan the flames.
All right. Number 1. Concur or not concur? Iron Man is a top 5 MCU movie. First Iron Man, the first MCU movie, is a top 5 MCU movie. 3, 2, 1. Concur.
Not concur.
Say more.
Because it's a really good movie. It's in my top 10 MCU movies, but it's not top 5. I think there's 5 movies that are better than Iron Man.
Go.
Avengers, Infinity War, Captain America, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, Captain America, Civil War, and then probably Avengers Endgame, and then Spider-Man No Way Home, I think are better than Iron Man.
I don't disagree. Those are all great movies, and top 5 is a pretty competitive place to be. But I just feel like you get something unique with Iron Man that you don't get with the other movies.
Well, I saw someone said once upon a time, like before the MCU became the MCU, like Iron Man, it had like a maybe a deeper purpose behind it. It was kind of like a
commentary on the Gulf War.
Yeah. So it actually meant something a little bit versus.
I just don't think I
projects.
have as much as I'm a very guy who connects a lot with his movies. I don't think I have much of an emotional connection with Iron Man than I do the other movies, which I don't get as connected with Winter Soldier, but I just think I enjoy that movie more.
My thoughts on Captain America: Civil War is that the heroes fighting each other was a really cool thing when it first came out, but I don't think that's aged as well.
I think for me, which I agree with that, for me it's just like Infinity War and Endgame are awesome movies, but they're just such big movies. When you take Iron Man, it's something that's so well executed, but it's such a small...
It's not part of. You don't have to watch
self-contained.
everything to understand what's going on.
Yeah, and that's not what it was trying to go for at all. And like whether or not that's good or bad, or you like that or don't, I just think like it's a point in time for the MCU, obviously, but for movies in general, and just RDJ just made for that role. Tony Stark built this in a cave
Jeff
with a box of
Bridges
scraps.
made for that role.
I'm not Tony Stark.
Yeah, well, I'm not Tony Stark.
If you asked me what the top 5 like MCU movies that had the biggest impact, I would definitely say Iron Man's like up there. But for my favorites, I think I like the grandiose of the Avengers. I like, if we're talking about contained stories, I think Winter Soldier is a better contained story than Iron Man.
And I'm with you. That's probably, it's top 5 as well. Yeah, so that's fair. I mean, if we're just talking favorites, then...
I'm throwing this concur, not concur in there. Iron Man 2 is better than Iron Man 3.
I've not seen Iron Man 3 since I saw it in theaters in 2013.
That's been 10 years.
But let me tell you, there's only one movie with a Borg.
Yeah, that's true.
And only one movie with Ivan Vanko.
I like Iron Man 2. I'll stand in Iron Man 2's corner
I like Iron
more
Man
than I will Iron Man 3.
Do we think The Avengers is a top 10 MCU movie?
No. Do we think The
Do
Greatest
you?
Showman is?
It's a top movie. Period. Okay. Prompt number 2. The Shawshank Redemption deserves to be number 1 in the IMDb Top 250. The Shawshank Redemption, which has, as long as I've been on IMDb, sat at the number 1 spot.
It's been
Top 250.
like 12 years now that we've been looking at that list.
Deserves that spot. 3, 2, 1.
Not
I
concur.
concur.
I concur. And that's not because I think it is the best movie. Far from it. I think I gave it 4.5 stars when I rewatched it. It is a good movie, not the best, but I think when we talk about the people's movie, the movie for the people, I think
Pitch Perfect should be there.
Pitch
Okay.
perfect for the people.
let me finish my thought, then you can explain.
Brother's like, I'm just gonna interrupt you right there.
There's like 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom, 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 boom,
I just like acapella.
But I think Shawshank Redemption, for me, like Shawshank Redemption is the same as Forrest Gump, where it's just like everybody's seen it, everybody likes it, even if it's not the best. It's so relatable, accessible, well written, well executed, whatever, that it makes sense that it's the number one.
What is the number one movie on Letterboxd? There's
so many more foreign films or like high art films.
Parasite's up towards the top. Enter the Spider-Verse is in the
But
top.
it's like Come and See. It's like this 80s Polish or Romanian, I don't know, Eastern European movie about like World War II.
What's the top one that's
it's,
not a... That's
Harakiri.
okay. What's the top one that's not a foreign film? The
12 Angry Men.
okay.
Which is in the top 10.
Shawshank Redemption is number 8.
Really? Oh, that's actually much higher than I would have guessed. 12 Angry Men. That one.
You just rewatched that.
12 Angry Men? No.
I was going to.
Nope. Didn't do that.
Thought about it. Anyway.
I was just saying that one. That's like a movie from the 50s that, you know, as someone who doesn't care for older movies, I remember when we watched that in high school. Everyone was like,
Government class.
This movie's awesome.
I don't remember getting that reaction. Everyone in our high school government class said that?
Okay, that wasn't exactly how they presented
That was
their...
our teacher's reaction.
No, it was everyone... I just remember everyone kind of mutually agreeing
Come
that
on,
this
don't
movie
you
is-
see the due process? See the checks and balances?
This boy's life is on the line.
Innocent until proven guilty? So wait, so what do you guys think for Not Concur?
I don't know if it's kind of the... Is it hubris in me? The selfishness in me is
And it's
that
like, it's not better than Captain America Civil War.
yeah. That what I think deserves is my favorite movie of all time, and that's Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. Keep living in that fantasy.
Yeah, I guess, I mean...
I know.
It's maybe a deeper question than I initially thought. What deserves to be recognized as the best movie of all time?
Is a different question than deserves to be the number one in the IMDb top 250.
Okay, well, they are sort of synonymous positions.
I disagree. I think you're accounting for everything when you say of all time. You're accounting for IMDb. What purpose does it serve? What audiences is it made up of?
Then if we take that into account, I think then we think the impact of the movie, like the significance, like how has it propelled movies going forward. Like that could be so many movies, and for some reason, The Shawshank Redemption does not come to mind when I think of those things.
Yeah. If anything, I would maybe swap it with Forrest Gump. Like, not that I think that's the best, but I think everybody likes Forrest Gump. Everybody's seen Forrest Gump.
Honestly, I think Star Wars: New Hope could be in conversation there.
I mean, yeah.
I guess I don't really have an alternate choice. It's just I've only seen The Shawshank Redemption once, and it was good when I watched it, but I don't know. I've seen so many other good movies since then. It seems like they could fill a role.
Perhaps. Prop number 3. Kraven the Hunter, which comes out in a few weeks, will break the mold for bad Sony Marvel spin-off releases. Kraven the Hunter will essentially be a good movie when other Sony releases, Morbius, Venom, Madam Web, have not been good. 3, 2, 1.
Not concur.
I think some people have been saying, and maybe it's just been speculation, maybe it's been based off the trailer, that it will be like a good movie.
Was it the director or somebody put a tweet out that was just like, come on guys, give the movie a chance.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Before we write it off, please just go see it.
Just
Please see my movie.
Please see my movie. Please see my movie. Please see my movie.
I beg of you.
It's got Russell Crowe in it.
It is an R-rated movie, but still, it's
like-
Sony.
Who cares about Kraven the Hunter?
Who cares about Spider-Man villains without Spider-Man?
Well, but
Also,
also,
it's a crazy notion that they're trying to push this entire universe without Spider-Man.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
And they make their villains not villains.
right.
Well, that's what he's craving.
Anti-heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's supposed to be a redeemable.
Venom. Make him the villain. Don't make him an anti-hero.
Well, isn't Venom historically has sort of been an anti-hero?
He's more of a villain, though.
He's a villain
Anti-villain
who has
hero.
played the hero, I feel like.
Yeah. Like when they're facing cards, like Spider-Man's facing cards, she's like, "Oh, I need Venom to beat him." That's like that trope. Like, oh, like in Sonic 3, that's coming out. They're like, "We can't beat Shadow, so guess what? Gotta get Eggman to help me." It's like that trope.
And it's not a bad trope, but it
Eggman
has to be
create
done
Shadow?
the right way.
No, I just think maybe I'm not.
We're going to deep dive into Sonic the Hedgehog lore.
I just think that they don't need to be making these movies without Spider-Man. Like Spider-Man, you need to have Spider-Man in the movies. And if they don't have Spider-Man, I have no hope that they're gonna break the mold. They're gonna be good whatsoever.
I agree.
I wonder what the Craven movie is going to look like structurally. Is it going to have like, if Craven's the good guy, who's the villain?
Rhino.
Oh, that is the case?
I know Rhino's in the movie.
Wonder what that will
Rhino
look like.
is not a villain that has very much depth that I'm aware. So for him to carry the
You're saying Paul Giamatti did not have depth in the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man. Yeah. I don't know.
This movie will not do good at the box office. I bet it does not do good critically. And then somebody will be like,
Let's run it back.
"Yep."
it's everyone else that's wrong.
Yeah. All right. Prompt number 4. The Phantom Menace is better than Attack of the Clones. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar Binks, is better than Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. 3, 2, 1.
Not
Concur.
You guys both like Attack of the Clones more than Phantom Menace.
I think it's nostalgia, to be
Yep.
honest. The rose-tinted glasses and nostalgia. I just watched Attack of the Clones so much growing up. I think like it has so many cool moments.
I don't think either are perfect movies, but I think Attack of the Clones has better moments. Phantom Menace has Darth Maul, which is
Qui-Gon,
It was really cool.
Duel of the Fates.
Qui-Gon, who doesn't, I don't remember him because he died.
Got severed.
Yeah, but Attack of the Clones, it has Obi-Wan in a more central role. He's my favorite character.
You got Watu.
You don't have what? Oh wait, you do have what?
Annie.
You're back. Welcome.
Jedi mind tricks.
That's from the first one.
That's what we're talking about.
I thought we're talking about. Anyway, the second one you have Hayden Christensen. Love him or hate him, I like him as
Sand, it's rough and coarse and gets everywhere.
he kills all the
The CGI pair.
I mean, I think both movies' dialogue are really bad. Like, are
Yeah.
you an angel?
Are you from Tennessee? Attack of the Clones, though, it has Jango Fett. It has
Dies.
Yeah, but he's a little more memorable.
And Qui-Gon?
It has Mace Windu with a purple lightsaber.
This party's
That's
over.
a good
Yeah.
part.
The whole
Okay.
battle of Geonosis is awesome. The final duel with Count Dooku is awesome. I like the Camino, the clone
but
facility,
The final duel against Count Dooku.
the droid
how does
factory.
How does that compare to Duel of the Fates?
duel of the
I think
farts. What
Duel
did
of
you
the
just
Fates
say?
is probably the best lightsaber fight in the series, but everything around the movie, I don't think I care for. I do like the speeder race in Phantom Menace. I do.
really because I like the first one. I just like the second one more. Like I don't want to trash on the
feel
Phantom
like the
Menace.
first one gets.
I don't
gets
want to come
trashed
across.
more.
You're trying to make it sound like I think the Phantom Menace sucks. I don't want to come across like I don't like the Phantom Menace because I do.
Yeah.
I would rather watch Attack of the Clones.
Fair enough. I feel like if Phantom Menace with Jake Lloyd and Jar Jar gets memed on and clowned on more than Attack of the Clones, and I personally feel like those have gotten to a point where those are more endearing. They make the movie more endearing, where Attack of the Clones doesn't have those really like obvious flaws, so it's just not as enjoyable in general.
You're swaying me, Josiah. I'm gonna be honest.
You like the Phantom Menace more than Attack of the Clones?
You will bring me a Coke Zero.
Let's run it back. Great.
Concur, not concur. The Phantom Menace is better than Attack of the Clones. 3, 2, 1.
Concur.
Did I actually sway you?
I honestly, I don't mind. Like, I don't hate Jar Jar and Jake Lloyd as much as the rest, but I might personally pick Attack of the Clones to watch. But what is the better movie might be A Phantom Menace. So I might be.
It's tricky to say. I do like.
I think they're really close.
I really like Qui-Gon as well.
Yeah.
Which one got a better on our tier ranking? Do we know? Remember?
I don't remember. They might have gotten.
I think Attack of the Clones was ranked higher than Phantom Menace, I believe.
I killed all of them. The women.
Not just the men, but the women and
Is
children.
that episode 2 or is that?
That's episode 2.
Okay. Number 5. If the three of us were trapped inside a research base in Antarctica with the Thing, Noah would be the first to lose his mind.
To lose my mind or to...
Noah would be the first to succumb to paranoia. 3, 2, 1. Concur.
What?
This is Noah. No, back off. What were you just doing? What were you just doing over there? No, I'm not joking around right now. I feel like Noah would just get really defensive, and
I'm getting defensive now.
I'm with you.
Okay,
but you and I, we're just
you
cool.
You know what's too bad
Yeah.
about that? I already grabbed the flamethrower.
Well, there's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
But so I'm the first to give into paranoia, but I'm not the first to succumb to the Thing.
Not necessarily. That's Riley.
I still have my
What?
humanity.
I'm Kurt Russell.
No, I'm definitely Kurt Russell out of the group.
Okay, so I'm Kurt Russell.
No,
You're definitely not Kurt Russell.
you're the husky. On all levels except.
But I think
I'm just in the kennel.
I feel like Noah's losing his mind. You are. You're the one tied up. You're tied up. I got you tied up in the chair, and then I burn your blood, and you're like, and then you're like, come on, get us out of here.
I think I would be good in that situation. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. All right, and last one. Riley will be seeing Baby Girl opening night.
What's that?
The new Nicole Kidman movie where she plays this like hotshot CEO girl boss, and
She has like an affair with this young
this
guy.
like intern. And we saw the trailer when we saw Heretic, and they have this affair, and it's like this very like it seems like it's like 50 Shades of Grey, very sensual sort of movie.
And I'm gonna see it opening night.
Yeah,
Is this different from the one with Zac Efron?
yeah, I don't know what that is.
No,
There's-
yeah, that's
and
different.
Joey
That's
King.
different. Yeah.
3,
That's all-
2, 1. Concur. Riley's like, I'm seeing Craven Hunter. It's gotten pretty bad reviews, but well, I'm seeing it by myself. No, you got. I'm just seeing. I don't want you guys to see. I'm just seeing it by myself.
You guys don't have to come. No, stay home. Stay where it's warm.
Are you guys like? Is this a thing you guys gonna make me go see for the podcast?
We're not going to make you go see it.
You're seeing it. We're predicting that you'll see it. We are very confident that you'll go.
Educated guess.
Gotcha.
But you concurred as well. Is that what you said?
I said not concur.
You said the word concur.
I said not concur.
We'll see what happens in a few weeks. All right. Well, that has been Concur, Not Concur. Let us know in the comments what you concurred with, what you didn't concur with, and we'll keep moving on.
We are going to bounce back into a fan favorite segment. This time I'll be leading the charge. It's Suicide Squad.
Will be some sort of Suicide Squad.
Where does Suicide Squad? So, Josiah and Riley will be facing off. And before we get into the prompt, each of them will be choosing 3 movie characters. For the first movie character, I want you guys to pick a character from a movie that you've rated 1.5 stars or lower.
Okay, well, you have to give me a second to look at mine.
And I'm going to give you a second to look them up.
1.5 or lower.
1.5 or lower. I initially thought about just doing half a star, but I tried to give you a little bit of a wider window. We're looking for some of these characters that maybe on the first pass didn't get a lot of love because they were in a movie that was so bad that
1.5 or lower.
1.5 or lower. And why?
I got mine.
Josiah has his. Now, Riley, remember
Riley's
time
like,
is money?
I only watch good movies. I don't have any 1.5 star
the movie with the lowest rating I have is 5 stars.
Really? So I pick Will from Good Will Hunting.
No, you don't really have a lot of variety in your movie going experiences.
Okay, I got
But,
mine.
You got yours. Character from a movie that you've rated 1.5 stars or lower. The next one. Each of you will choose a personified animal character. So these are going to be most notably from like Disney.
It's going to be
Disney
an
movie?
animal character that
An animal.
does not like. It wouldn't be
does
like
talk.
Mushu, because he's already kind of like got.
Yeah, that would count.
Oh,
So
we're not. We are not
like,
personifying.
not
an
like just like a dog, not Airbud, but like a.
I thought you
yeah,
meant like Airbud, and then we personify.
No, the character is an animal and they are like personified. So Mushu's technically a dragon. And frankly, from the very first time we did Suicide Squad, I thought of Mushu for that prompt. So you're not allowed to use him.
Well, he just.
But you're not looking. Are you got yours?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of you got a lot of.
So it's like an animal
Disney-
that talks. That's personified, right?
You got it
Yeah.
right there.
I'm still thinking.
So
Okay,
a lot
of,
keep talking.
A lot of
amongst yourselves.
Disney characters, DreamWorks like Sid the Sloth, Manfred the Mammoth.
Those are Blue Sky.
Well, they're owned by Disney now.
You said DreamWorks.
What's the
Just
third
name
character?
3
Hit
different
me.
Huh?
What's the third character? Hit me.
Well, he's not.
Okay, you just keep going.
We can do the Jeopardy theme song. No, 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 no. Well, give Josiah some time. It's called a buffer.
It's called buffer. It's when you're not good at bowling. You set them up so that you don't.
He sang
gutter ball.
Margaritaville.
All right.
Okay, and the last character is a senior citizen character. I don't really have an age limit, but I was thinking at least 65 years or older. And you can kind of guess. And you're not allowed to choose Thelma because in my hypothetical, I would have chosen Thelma. She's an action star. She journeys across town to get her $10,000 back. Apparently, my parents and my brother and sister-in-law watched this movie, and my brother said he didn't care for it. And that's a little curious to me. I need to kind of pick his brain about why he didn't like Thelma, because I thought it was like a 4. I think I gave it 4, but it could have been a 4.5 star
Yeah,
movie.
Keep talking. I'm still thinking.
And I'm going to keep talking because Josiah's still thinking.
Wait, what's the age? Did we say?
Just a senior citizen, an old character, someone who's old.
I think mine counts.
Okay, I'm gonna just-
The jury will decide
Need
once
to double check.
Josiah figures one out. I thought Thelma just had so much heart, and in the way that old people can be cute, just like how little babies can be cute. Thelma gave that sort of energy, which is why I'd be curious to see Nebraska, because Josiah talks a lot about that movie, says it's a very similar vein. Got, what's his name? Bruce Dern, Will Forte.
And I will say, Will Forte in that movie is not a very good actor. I like Will Forte and his comedic
Interesting.
stuff. I was not convinced of his acting. It really took me out of the first third of the movie.
Well, now I'm a little less interested in seeing Nebraska.
But
who's your?
But if I was still able to come around and give it a good rating, you have to imagine that it's a finisher, not a starter.
You'd have to imagine if Will Forte wasn't in the movie at all, what score would it have gotten?
Yeah. Okay. I suppose I have my team.
Okay, just I supposes. So, character from a movie you've rated 1.5 stars or lower. Who you got, Riley?
From X-Men Apocalypse, Professor Charles Xavier.
Nice. Okay, Josiah.
I have Alita Battle Angel. Christoph Waltz is in that movie. Alita.
Alita, and her last name is Battle Angel.
Alita from Alita Battle Angel.
Okay, you guys
not
both
like that.
chose super characters, so that might be helpful. Might not be.
Mm-hmm.
To a personified animal character. Who'd you pick, Riley?
I chose Bugs Bunny.
Have you watched? No, I guess it doesn't have to be from your Letterboxd.
I picked Baloo from The Jungle Book.
Bare necessities. Good one. He's going to bring a lot of optimism.
And pineapples and bananas. And he will
Yeah,
dress up like
and
the
maybe some
Chiquita
honey.
banana lady.
And a senior citizen character you picked.
Alfred.
Oh, yeah. From which iteration?
I'm gonna say Michael Caine.
He's
The dragon.
definitely a senior
Yeah.
citizen.
I would say Andy Serkis. He's not there yet.
He's
there
not
yet.
there yet. I
He's
would
got more
say.
of the salt and pepper look.
Yeah,
going on. I picked Steven, who is Samuel L. Jackson's character from Django Unchained.
Ooh, okay.
He's
That is I
bold
wasn't
and brash.
Yeah. Very good. So your prompt. After successfully stealing King Neptune's crown and setting Plan Z into motion, Mr. Krabs' very life is on the line. In this alternate timeline, after SpongeBob and Patrick tragically dry out to death in Shell City, your squad becomes Mr. Krabs' last line of defense from Neptune's unrelenting wrath. Your squad must journey across the county line, survive the ghoulish depths of Rock Bottom, and return Neptune's crown from Shell City while evading Dennis and the Cyclops to save not only Mr. Krabs, but all of Bikini Bottom. How do they accomplish such an impossible task?
I gotta say, the senior citizens on both sides are not going to be very helpful.
I came up with the characters before I came up with the prompt. So
strenuous, heavy, just a lot of energy.
Well, you guys are both
going to the bottom of the ocean.
You guys are both smart people, so you'll figure it out.
Are characters cartoonified into the SpongeBob universe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine a cartoon version of Steven from...
Imagine a cartoon version of Baloo.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay, Josiah will start.
Off the dome.
We're opening remarks. Josiah, you have 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm not going to take that all the time. Okay, well, I'll say Alita Battle Angel. She's pretty much an Inspector Gadget, but a girl. And she's got all the bells and whistles. So she's got built-in scuba gear, and she's got wheels, jetpacks, machine guns, phaser beams.
Does she have the paddy wagon?
Yes. And so she's really doing 95% of the work here. So she's waterproof. She's got like the waterproof plating. And so she's carrying this team. Steven is an old man.
I don't see Steven being very happy to be at the bottom of the ocean.
I agree. I don't know why you picked a senior citizen, but Steven is good at playing, at pandering to people to sort of manipulate them.
It sort of seems like he could fit the stalling role.
Yeah. Thank you, Judge, for helping me out here.
I calls him like I sees him.
Steven is just he's good at manipulating. He's got the talking silver tongue sort of deal. Well, maybe not like so much, but just in the sense that he's able to manipulate to get what he wants. And so he's maybe talking to strangers, talking to guards who are like guarding the Neptune's crown, and he's able to.
I don't remember there being guards in Shell City.
I don't know what
Shell City, where the Neptune's crown is at the end of the SpongeBob movie.
Is that's like the gift shop?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, well in that case, he gifts of Gabs the store owner. So he's distracting him. Alita Battle Angel's doing everything, and then Baloo brings the pineapples and the bananas that we talked about.
Yes, how is that going to help the operation?
Well, I don't
SpongeBob
know how long
lives in a pineapple.
I don't know how long the journey is.
Does he have SpongeBob's house?
Well, SpongeBob and Patrick have died.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, rest in peace. So we will need to commemorate their graves. So
Wait, SpongeBob won't be needing his house anymore.
He'll be getting a pineapple to mark SpongeBob's grave and a star fruit to mark Patrick's grave. He'll pay respects. He'll do it very tactfully, but he will otherwise be along for the ride.
Okay. Very good. Riley, how is your Suicide Squad going to get Neptune's crown back?
So Alfred, he works for a billionaire, Bruce Wayne. So he can use the Bat submarine. He can get any budget we need for supplies for our trip that we might need because he's a billionaire. We got Professor Charles Xavier, who can literally control people's minds, can read minds. So we're going down there. We can there's really no force that can pretty much stop us unless they wear helmets. And then Bugs Bunny,
the Cyclops does have a helmet.
Oh well, Bugs Bunny is very formidable for himself. He can he has like story manipulation. He can he's pretty much immortal. You're
just looking that up,
huh?
Were you like looking up like words to story manipulation? You were on your phone while I was talking.
I got a text from someone.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, I know you're not getting text.
Yeah. So he is immortal. He survives explosions, other things. So we're going to get Neptune's thing for SpongeBob.
It's Neptune's crown from Shell City.
Doesn't even know what he's fighting for.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with
It doesn't sound like your
SpongeBob.
squad is really working as a unit.
Oh, Alfred. I mean, he's worked with the Bat family, so he knows how to have camaraderie. To keep camaraderie, he's pretty much a leader in his own right. Alfred, he's very wise.
Don't you think
old man
Charles Xavier and Alfred might butt heads if they're both trying to be the leader of the group?
No, I think Alfred knows when to take a step back and help have other people lead because he's let Batman lead. And Charles Xavier is very smart as well, so he knows how to get the job done. He's a leader of the X-Men, so
okay,
he runs a bunch of things. And Bugs Bunny is Bugs Bunny. He's awesome. He's gonna do a lot of things for the team.
He's going to do a lot, but I'd like to hear specifics. But we can get into rebuttals.
I mean, okay.
Am I up?
Who would?
I mean, Steven, I think Steven is always going for his own wants and needs. So he's not going to be a team player. He's going to go for his own wants and needs.
He's going to go for the wants and needs of Calvin Candy.
Yeah, and
He's dead. Huh? Calvin Candy's dead.
Spoilers.
Okay.
He's got to find a new objective to work towards.
Does he now works for King Neptune?
I'm not saying his virtues are all clean and he's like he shares every objective with the rest of the gang, but maybe he has his own ends for getting Neptune's crown back.
Doesn't Alita, if she gets like a little bit of water on her, she just like
sounds like
powers down?
It sounds like she has the waterproof plating on.
Yeah.
She got that
we
upgrade
clarified that at the
before
beginning.
starting the mission.
Oh.
That would be ridiculous if I forewent that detail.
Are we like doing this at the same time, or is this like one like we going against each other? Because
No, you both are in separate instances.
Okay.
You guys are not fighting. This isn't a fight. It's
Okay.
We're trying to save Mr. Krabs.
But I'm saying
Bikini Bottom.
Steven is creating hijinks on his team. Not going to be a team player whatsoever. Who's your?
I think Steven. Okay, I'll let you continue. Steven, Alita, Baloo.
You go. A Baloo.
Okay.
Blue just wants that food.
All right. Here we go.
So how motivated is their players really going to be? The only person that's really going to bring to the table is Alita.
And I clarified that at the beginning.
Yeah, but I have 3 people that are all
You don't
together.
have one, but 2 senior citizens. One of them's in a wheelchair, and they both probably wear adult diapers.
X-Men Apocalypse, Charles Xavier is not a senior
I
citizen.
forgot you
They
clarified
both suffer from. Oh, I was
that
thinking
iteration.
of.
I was thinking Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I'm James McAvoy, baby.
Both
But
in a wheelchair, but he's still in a
But
wheelchair.
he does not have control of his legs, so he might
How
have
is he?
some
How
sort
is
of
he
urinary
traversing
incontinence.
underwater in a wheelchair?
We have the bat sub.
Okay.
Thought we agreed that these were cartoonified versions as well, so they can breathe underwater if need be.
Yeah, and Bugs Bunny can bring anything out of air pretty much. So if we need something, we can, boom, he's got it.
Okay. I'll say 1. Yes, Alita continues to carry this team. 2. Baloo is bringing the food, which let's not overlook the importance of that detail. This is a long journey we have ahead of us.
At least 5-day journey.
But
6-day journey.
also, Baloo is bringing
What kind of food is he bringing?
pineapples, bananas, and starfruit. And he's bringing the raw optimism that SpongeBob and Patrick had when they started that journey.
I'm gonna just chime in here. I think Baloo might have the ability to communicate with beluga whales. So
Interesting. But I think that Baloo is not only, we're not looking at a 2-dimensional version of this team, 3 dimensions, and that includes morale. And that's what Baloo has. your team
Has great morale with Alfred. He has to deal
How?
with he deals with Batman all the time. Who's always down.
but he's not a cheerleader.
He's
He's a
always-
housekeeper.
What happens when we fall, Mr. Wayne? We pick ourselves back up. How's that great motivational?
accent was a little inconsistent there.
I'm bad at impressions.
I want to hear more from this side. How are you going to once you get to Shell City? How are you going to get the crown and then get back to Bikini Bottom?
Okay. Well, if we get there, Charles Xavier can handle any goon henchman.
The Cyclops, who owns the gift shop, does have a deep sea diver's helmet on. I don't know if that works the same.
We'll say it doesn't work, but we also have a master of disguise that is in Bugs Bunny.
He stole that from you.
I did. So he can disguise into someone that Cyclops likes. Get him
maybe
to like him.
like a feminine figure of a Cyclops or
Woohoo,
a
Mr. Cyclops. And he's like, yes. And then Bugs Bunny steals it right from underneath his.
He steals it while he's like.
Well, we also have Alfred. He's there too.
Okay.
He's had some experience in the army. He knows he's been a spy, so he knows how to get in and get out.
Okay.
Okay. Also, Baloo's a master of disguise because he dresses up as an orangutan.
Is he able to seduce the Cyclops?
Not as good as Bugs Bunny.
Well, we're not going.
That's definitely a bear.
Well, I feel like he does. He does maybe do it in the Jungle Book, but we're not going for that route. We're just going for distraction, which again I've clarified that Steven could do that. And you said that Steven doesn't work well on a team. Steven has been a team player his whole life. He's been
For Calvin Candy. For himself.
Yeah. And I clarified that
He actually, the team that he's on, he betrays.
I'm not saying that ultimately his virtues are good. I'm saying ultimately he's going to get the crown back from Shell City. For what purpose?
Do
I
you
can't
think
say.
Alita or Baloo?
How are you getting back?
Trust.
How are you getting back from Shell City to Bikini Bottom? I got to lead him. That's like David Hasselhoff, which you don't even get that reference because I don't know if you've seen the movie, but it's Alita is pretty much just David Hasselhoff. She turns
would
into
function very similarly to David Hasselhoff.
There's
Okay, I have that. I have the bat sub. If the bat sub doesn't work, I have Bugs Bunny.
You're not Batman. You're Alfred. Why is Alfred? You're saying Alfred just has access to everything? Unabashed access to everything.
You think Alfred
does he know how to use it?
Yeah, he does.
He just knows how to.
Yeah.
He's not his profession. He is not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is the master of all these things.
He's been a spy.
I was in the Air Force. I don't know how to drive a submarine.
He was a spy. Alfred was a spy. Of course he knows how to.
Alfred was a spy.
Yeah.
In the Nolan universe.
Well, that's not confirmed, but
okay.
Well,
Interesting.
I thought I saw that somewhere.
I think you're trying to pull some strings that do not exist for you. I don't think the bat sub, even if you had it, could you pilot it?
You don't think the bat sub has a computer that can autopilot too?
You have to know how to access that. You have to.
Hey, Mr. Wayne, how do we? Oh, just press this button. I'll tell you where to go. It's like GPS. Just enter the Bikini
You're
Bottom.
assuming. Okay, but you're just adopting Bruce Wayne as your main character essentially. As you're
derailing a little
Batman.
bit. We'll circle back around. You guys make it back to the Krusty Krab. You have somehow accomplished your mission. You bring the crown, but Plankton, he activates the final phase of Plan Z, and all of the helmets. Everyone starts and turns on your characters. How do you ultimately set them free? Save Bikini Bottom.
Wait, you say they have helmets on?
Yeah, and
I guess I assumed you'd seen the SpongeBob movie.
Mind control helmets. Mind control bucket.
Okay,
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Imagine everyone's
theaters.
Okay, everyone's got a bucket on their head that's making them attack your characters.
Okay.
In the middle of the Krusty Krab.
Alita is a battle angel of death, or death of helmets, and so she's again going to be our main force for getting the helmets. She can control the force with which she fires bullets from her machine gun hands to break the helmets. Baloo is a bear. He doesn't like to fight, but when it's life or death, he is willing to bring the thunder. And Steven has a cane. I'm not saying he's freeing a lot of fish. I'm not saying he is a fighter first and foremost, but I'm saying he has a weapon that he carries on himself to take on the mind control fish.
Okay. Over here.
Well, does Plankton have a helmet on?
No, he's controlling everyone.
So Charles Xavier's gonna mind control Plankton to turn off the mind control of all the animals. Easy.
That's kind of like
We're done.
That's kind of like bloodbending. That's messed up.
Kind of a taboo thing.
Not when someone's attacking us.
So,
Of free
what
will.
are Alfred and Bugs Bunny doing during this?
Bugs Bunny's immortal. He can pull out a hammer out of nowhere.
Bugs Bunny's not immortal.
Yes, he is.
In Space Jam 2, he dies.
No, he doesn't.
I have not seen it, but Noah's review of that movie
In
is
Space
that Bugs
Jam
Bunny
2,
died.
Bugs Bunny dies.
He dies.
He gets brought back.
Okay,
But he
immortal.
dies.
No, but you're immortal if you don't die at all. If you die and come back, you're not.
You're saying Jesus is immortal?
He's fully God and fully man.
So
Continue.
Bugs Bunny also can like pull out weapons out of thin air. He can bring out a hammer, fight these guys. Alfred, I'm sure he asked Bruce Wayne for some cool weapons before he left.
He's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, sub. Sub. Better than a cane, to be
Sunglasses.
honest. So, and then also if like I can't,
Alfred uses a cane as a weapon in Batman Begins.
he uses a golf club. So I can get a golf club.
Okay. Well, I think we're going to wrap this up. You can sound off in the comments who you think won this episode
I think
of
it's
Suicide
wild
Squad.
asking us to come up with a senior citizen to go on this wild goose chase.
I think Alfred's a good senior citizen, though.
Riley,
He's a good puppet of Bruce
for the
Wayne.
record, Riley, I'm pretty sure Charles Xavier in X-Men has a jet that he could have utilized.
A what?
Can the jet go underwater?
No, but he can fly back
You don't need to go
to
underwater,
Bikini
you
Bottom,
just-
and then you can.
Huh? Fly back to Bikini Bottom?
Fly to above it, and then you just dive.
Shoots him down.
Okay, I didn't know that. Because I haven't seen this
Okay,
fucking movie.
That's my greatest downfall in all of this whole podcast is assuming that Riley has seen movies the same amount that I have, which is a silly thing. All right, well, that was fun. Thanks for entertaining me in that regard. We'll move on to.
What do you think won?
I do think there was some fun arguments on both sides. I like the Bugs Bunny distracting the Cyclops bit, though I sort of contributed to that. But I would have to say Alita seems to be doing a lot, accomplishing a lot of work, and would probably bring home the crown and save Bikini Bottom. Your
have to
team
agree.
seemed to work in a little more cohesive manner.
I was like, just stab me in the back next time.
But I liked, I liked Alfred. I just don't know if he would have had the access to all of Bruce Wayne's equipment.
You think Bruce Wayne's a bad guy? He's not going to help Alfred out?
He's a good guy. He just doesn't know the importance of sharing.
That's true.
He shares so much with the Bat family.
He shares his like deepest, darkest secrets, but he doesn't share his equipment.
Yes, he does.
That man is
No, he
a
doesn't.
notoriously
There's no Bat family in
flying
the
solo
Nolanverse.
kind of guy.
He funds. He buys the bank to then get Superman's house back.
What?
Talk about Superman?
Yeah, Superman's house gets taken over by gets like bought by a bank. So then Batman buys the bank. Of course he shares.
Are you making this up? What is
Yeah,
this?
but he had his own end to that, no doubt.
No, because Batman cares.
Batman cares when it.
Okay,
makes
see who
sense.
wins this trivia. Just has one.
Batman.
That is correct.
Don't see if yours works. Okay. This is season 3 of our trivia. 000. The first theme of trivia for this week is Robert Pattinson trivia.
Let's go.
We got 5 questions and a bonus. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Ready.
Remember, first to 3 wins gets to choose a movie for the other person to watch. Question number 1. According to Box Mojo, Twilight starring Robert Pattinson is not in the top 5 for box office movies based off a book. What book series is number 1 for the most... Josiah.
Lord of the Rings.
That's incorrect.
You finished the question?
Okay. What book series is number 1 for the most money at the box office?
It's not Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit.
That's incorrect. It is Harry Potter.
Oh, right. That makes sense.
Well, shoot.
Question number 2. Jesus. We know that Jesus is king, but Robert Pattinson stars with this actor who inherits the throne from King Henry IV in this 2019 movie, The King.
Timothy Chalamet?
That is correct.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Question number 3. In The Batman, the Riddler's first target was Mayor Don Mitchell Jr. Who was Riddler's fourth target? Noah.
Bruce Wayne.
That is correct.
Bruce.
Question number 4. 2-0. Noah's leading. Just how you need this. And Robert Pattinson stole the hearts of every teenage girl when he starred as Edward Cullen in The Twilight. What year did that movie come out? Josiah.
2009.
That's incorrect. Noah.
2008.
That's correct.
I knew right as I answered. I was
that
like,
worked out because I was going to say 2009.
I knew.
I remember
right as
watching that in 6th grade.
Yeah, as a reward
Yeah.
trip. We took a trip to the gymnasium and watched
Yeah.
the first hour of.
Congratulations, Noah. You won.
Starting off strong again. Let's see if I
Yeah,
can.
that-
We got 2 more questions
I
for
got
fun.
nothing to worry
Question
about.
number 5. Robert Pattinson stars as Neil in Christopher Nolan's Tenet. In what building does the protagonist, played by John David Washington, first meet Neil? Noah.
The Opera House?
That is correct.
Let the record show I buzzed in.
Bonus. Robert Pattinson was just cast in the next Christopher Nolan movie, which is also starring Tom Holland. This will make Tom and Robert's third collaboration together. What was their first, which also starred?
The devil all the time.
That is incorrect. What was their first, which also starred Charlie Hunnam?
I don't know.
The Lost City of Z.
Oh, that's
The devil all the time was their second collaboration.
huh.
Man, I really swung and a miss that time.
Swung 5 times and missed.
Dang.
And that concludes our Robert
All
Pattinson
right,
trivia.
Good. That was good.
add 1 to the tally.
Ooh, I have trivia this time. I haven't thought about it.
Okay, me and Riley are gonna have a side conversation while you're thinking about
Do
that.
one question from the cup. You and me. While Josiah thinks. You pick.
Okay. Better pick a good one. All right. Concur or not concur? Ray and Finn should have ended up together. Should have ended up together.
In Star Wars.
Yeah.
Ray and Finn should have ended up together in Star Wars. Concur or not concur? 3, 2, 1. Concur.
Concur. I would have liked that more than
100%.
Ray and Kylo. I remember in the theater, I thought The Rise of Skywalker, I just was really high on it. I thought it was good. Thought I liked a lot of stuff.
Then I
The
grew
kiss was still kind of weird at the
up.
end.
It was.
But I think
who?
Ray and
Finn.
Ray and Kylo Ren when they kissed in Rise of Skywalker.
I just don't. There's so much I don't remember.
They kiss and then he dies.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren dies.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Kylo Ren dies.
All right. So with the upcoming release soon, maybe this week or next week, Kyle Mooney's horror comedy Y2K comes out. I think it looks pretty interesting. So we're doing Y2K, aka 2000.
Ooh.
The movies from the year 2000.
I took a trip to the year
Wait.
2000.
Jeez,
In it, I was just 3 years old.
So just 2000, not the 2000s?
Correct.
Wow.
I don't know it off the top of my head.
My
I
family
don't know
just
any
moved
movies.
to Ohio. We drove across the country from Iowa.
It was a very emotional experience for Noah.
I lived
It's
in
weird
trailer.
No,
It's weird how the
Noah
Jonas
became
Brothers wrote a
incontinent.
song about it.
It's called the year 3000.
It's called
Huh?
the year 2000.
No, the Jonas Brothers song is...
I took a trip to the year 2000,
No,
but
year
we had
3000.
just moved to Ohio. That's
No.
Kevin got a solo.
wow.
He said, "Sure, I miss my friends back in Iowa, but I'm open to the experience of meeting new friends here."
Thank you guys for watching Good Joe Hunting. We got a special one next week for you. Can't wait to share with you all.
Yeah, apparently it's going to be special or something. I don't know anything about that.
So stick around. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in,
See ya.
everyone.
Bye.
Like, subscribe, all those fun things. Comment.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.